Okay, welcome back, first graders. Are you ready to start our read aloud? Let's do it. So, as you know from our morning meeting, the book that we're reading today is Have You Filled a Bucket Today? A Guide to Daily Happiness for Kids, written by Carol McLeod and illustrated by David Messing. So, unfortunately, before we begin, I want to tell you that all of these words are going to be backwards on your video because I'm using a video system that doesn't flip the camera around. So it all looks backwards. So this weekend I'm going to figure out how to get a video system where you can see it the right way so that you can read along with me. But for now, we'll just make do with what we've got. So you can see the pictures. All right. Have you filled a bucket today? I love this book. It's one of my favorites. Okay. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can see all these people from different countries and different continents are carrying around buckets. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket, and each of your family members has a bucket too. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Did you see that this dog on this page also has a bucket? I thought that was pretty cute. Your bucket has one purpose only. Purpose means that it does one thing. It does something. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full. And you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. You can fill your own bucket too. So, how do you fill a bucket? I want you to take a minute and think. You can think to yourself. You can think to a family member who's around you reading this with you. How do you think that you fill a bucket? Turn and talk. Ready, go. Okay, now keep those ideas in your mind. Let's see. You fill a bucket when you show love to someone. When you say or do something kind. There's a sight word, kind. K-I-N-D, kind. Or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. There they are, filling each other's buckets. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that makes others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. Look at those full buckets. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. They are bucket dippers. They're taking out of her bucket because maybe they're making fun of her or ignoring her. Bucket dippers. They are not making her feel good. A bully is a bucket dipper. There's the bully. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that makes others feel bad. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own buckets by dipping into someone else's. But that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. Look, both of their buckets are emptying. They're losing all that happiness and good feelings out of their buckets. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your bucket too. Two friends get their buckets filled when you're nice and kind to each other. You feel good when you help others feel good. I agree with that. I feel the same way. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. Oh, looks like that bucket's somebody's dipping into that bucket. It's sad. But both of these buckets look very happy. They're both being filled up. You love your mom and dad and other family members too. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Oh, I think that's a great idea. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Do you see both of their buckets are being filled? Let me show you closer. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. I want you to think about that next time you make a friend or a family member smile. Both of your buckets are being filled. Look at those buckets. All that rainbow goodness. If you practice, you'll become a bucket filler. Excited hands. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. I love these writing ideas. Thinking. What will Miss Jocelyn make the writing prompt for today about? Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to a teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are so many ways to fill a bucket. And I know all of you first graders can come up with so many different ways because I've already heard them before. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. Bucket filling is taking care of your community, making everybody feel good. So, why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill someone's bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. Look at the teddy bear has a bucket too. Love it. Okay, first graders. That was a really good book. So here's what we're going to do. I want all of you to think about the book and think about some ways that you have filled someone else's bucket, which remember also means that you're filling your own. And I want you to think about, how are you going to fill someone's bucket today? What will you do to fill up their bucket? Do something kind, do something nice. You can help your parents do the dishes. You can help your little sibling play a game. You can feed the dog. How are you going to fill someone's bucket today? So here's how you're going to start your writing prompt. You're going to write 5 sentences. 5 sentences. That's a challenge, but I know you can do it. 5 sentences. And you will start with, I will fill my bucket by, and then you start writing your sentence. So if I were to write this, I would say, I will fill my bucket by cleaning my living room so that my roommates don't have to. And then I can even say something else. I will fill my bucket by feeding my dog so my dog feels happy. And then both of our buckets are full. So after you're done writing the 5 sentences, I want you to draw a picture of how you're filling your bucket and someone else's bucket. And if you can, have your parents take a picture and send it either to Miss Rosa or Miss Jocelyn or Miss Stacy. Okay? I'm so excited to see what you all write about. Have fun. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, if you have a question, ask your parents to call me and I'll answer and we can talk about your question, okay? Okay, have fun. See you soon.